Hi there, this is Catherine. Thanks you for listening to my SEO Tips micro podcast. So, before we get into today's SEO tip, I just wanted to share with you the ways you can support the podcast if you're enjoying all the tips and finding them useful. So, you can send me a donation at buymeacoffee.com/Catherine W. Ong, O-N-G, and that's Catherine with a K. Any and all levels of donation are appreciated. It will help me offset the cost of producing the podcast. So, that's buymeacoffee.com/Katherinewong. I'd also encourage you to subscribe to our email list to make sure you're not missing any future episodes or any other news about the SEO Tips podcast. And to do that, you'd go to wostrategies.com/newsletter. Okay, on with today's tip.
Hello, thanks for listening to SEO Tips today. So today's tip is focused on paying attention to the larger legislative picture that might actually impact you as a digital marketer. So you might have been following the news that Trump signed an executive order focused on Twitter's censoring of some of his tweets, but were you aware that his order could actually impact sites that have user-generated content? So based on the copy of his order, it includes sites like blogs, recipe sites, review sites, e-commerce, even online forums. And while the executive order is focused on Facebook and Twitter, the actual scope of the order includes all websites with user-generated content. So here's the quote. For purposes of this order, the term, quote, online platform means any website or application that allows users to create and share content or engage in social networking or any general search engine, end quote. So it could threaten the Common Decency Act, which, according to the Electronic Frontier Foundation, the Common Decency Act 230 also offers legal shield to bloggers who act as intermediaries by hosting comments on their blogs. Under the law, bloggers aren't liable for comments left by readers, the work of guest bloggers, tips sent via email, or information received through RSS feeds. And this legal protection can still hold if the blogger is aware of the objectionable content or makes editorial judgments. So, the impact, which I pulled from a Search Engine Land Journal article, is, quote, according to the executive order, if a publisher restricts access to the content that it considers to be obscene, lewd, lascivious, filthy, excessively violent, harassing, or otherwise objectionable, that publisher might be subject to having their legal immunity lifted if they fail to provide adequate notice, reasoned explanation, or an opportunity for a hearing. I think everybody in digital marketing should keep an eye on this one. So that's your tip for today. Keep an eye on the impact of Trump's executive order to see if it actually does start impacting sites beyond Twitter and Facebook. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for another SEO tip.